guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be taking a look at my helmet setup today and also giving you some updates after the new year has just passed now, so we're into 2020. Give you some updates on what's going on with the channel, so stay tuned for that. So starting off, this is an FMA helmet, FMA ballistic helmet. It's not actually ballistic rated, but that is the name that it goes by. It is the thick version, so it's got an extra little bit of thickness around the actual plastic piece, and then obviously you've got the retention system inside. As far as the helmet goes, the helmet is particularly well made, to be fair. It took about 5 weeks to turn up to my house. I live in England, obviously, with a pillow in the background. And it turned up around 5 weeks. It came from Hong Kong all the way to me. It came in a box. I've got the box here just to show you guys. Comes in this box. It's the large version, and there was just a bit of bubble wrap covering it when it turned up. All the other pieces pretty much came in tiny boxes, all well packaged and pretty hard to get into. So pretty happy with all the pieces that are on here. When they all turned up, they all came in decent boxes, so that was quite nice to know that nothing was going to be damaged on the way here. So getting into it, being that it's an FMA helmet, it cost me £69, so around $80, no more than that. So pretty cost effective helmet. The reason why I went for the tan version is, as most people do know, I don't tend to run black. I have said in the past that I don't tend to run black or use trades like this. Normally I don't try and impersonate any type of faction or anything. This is just purely because I'm going to an event, the Gangster City events that I always go to. They always give you one of these patches. This is from my first patch. This is one of the first events that I went to. Put it there for now. But you know, I try to just do my best and try and blend in with what everyone's trying to do. So I wanted to go on the police team for a change. Normally I go on the gangsters, but I wanted to go a little bit more towards the police this time. So I'm on the police team, so I have to wear black. I wouldn't have thought it would have made much of a difference with a tan helmet, as I'm only going to be really running this for video capture, but I thought if I'm doing video capture I might as well try and blend in with the team. So I bought one of the FMA helmet covers, which, as you can see, even in this video here, there's a big gap here, and there is also a gap on the other side, and it doesn't fit particularly well. Now I know what some people are going to be saying, they do 2 different sizes, and I did buy the correct size, I can tell you that now. So whether they've stitched the wrong label into the wrong helmet cover or what, but it doesn't fit particularly well. I tried to fit it to the front, as you can see here. These hook up with Velcro, and you take the front piece out on the inside of this helmet cover, and Velcro it to the inside of the helmet. Once you've faffed around with it for a bit, it looks as good as it does, so I'll let you guys decide whether you like the way it's set up. It is going to be probably change a few times in the future. This is brand new out of the box, and it only turned up pretty much yesterday, so you know, bear with me with going through the different designs of what I'm probably going to do. This helmet cover is definitely not going to stay on. I'm going to try and find another helmet cover. If anybody has any information of any other type of helmet covers, give me a shout out. Drop a link in the description, in the comments section below, and I'll be sure to check one of those out. This was an FMA one. It only cost me £12, so not really too worried about it anyway, really. It's only really for one event, so if I could find another tan version of some kind, then we'll go with one of those. Anyway, moving on. So I've also got on the front here, this is a Shroud Adapter. This was only a cheap one, it's not the Brain Exploder version. I wanted to see what the cheap versions were like, and also after buying the helmet and everything else, and the things I've still got to buy that I've got to be added to this system, the reason why I went with this was just to be able to get out and try and get some footage for you guys through my GoPro here. So it is just a cheap version, but it does not wobble. Whether it starts to wobble in the future, I don't know. I would have thought it's going to break pretty soon. To be fair, it does seem quite cheap in the part that actually matters, which is this here. As you can see here, there is a little coiled up piece of plastic, and there's a tab that pushes down into the shroud, which keeps it locked into place, and that is very, very thin. So that's probably going to be prone to failure pretty soon anyway, so I'll hit up Brain Exploder and get his version, I think, when it breaks, just to get me on the road so far. Anyway, running a GoPro Silver, it's a Hero 4, and I'll be getting some footage pretty soon on the channel. Gonna get some gameplay, try my hand at that. I've not had any gameplay yet, so I'm pretty sure some people might be interested to see how me and the team play, so we'll get some footage very, very soon on the channel. On the side here, this little rail adapter, this actually came in the box, which I was quite pleased with. It also came when it came in the box, it didn't have any of the velcros on. Some people had the velcros already attached. I'm kind of glad that they didn't attach the velcros to mine, because obviously it gives you the choice. I mean, you can take them off, but the velcros are very sticky. And the one other thing that I did do was I did change the pads out. I changed them for the FMA upgraded pads, and they was not expensive. I paid £7.20 for a set of these pads, and I used all of them. Got rid of all the original pads because they are very hard, plasticky, cheap, horrible, not very nice really. They're not very nice. They'll get the job done, but considering that I'm going from a skull crusher running night vision to running a helmet cover, I wanted it to be a completely different feel, so I wanted it to be as comfortable as possible, and I think I'll get there with this particular setup, doing that. So I changed those out when I first had it come out of the box. It come with these stickers. These stickers here, the circle stickers, they were actually taken off the original like soft pads, and I kept them just because I can add these stickers if I need to the helmet as well, because they are very, very sticky, and it's the same type of stuff that you can attach. And it also came, the actual upgraded pads came with these velcros that I didn't have to use all of them. I could have done if I wanted to, but there was no reason to. So I've got extras so I can attach things, remove things. As I skirmish it, I'll find out what's going on and what I need to improve on. So anyway, the arc rails here, so obviously I've got this came with the box here. These are Moir arc rail adapters. Obviously I had to cut the original headband, which is something that isn't talked about a lot on many people's channels. When you do change these headbands, if you've got Moirs that are a headband already and you want to run them on the helmet, what you'll come to find is the minute that you want to change it, it is not irreversible. You can revert them back to head-mounted types, but you've got to understand that the original head strap is going to be cut, so you will have to buy a replacement one. But you can get them pretty cheap for around £12, so don't worry too much with that. Them arc rail adapters, they cost me £15.70, so that wasn't too bad really to get them attached. And obviously then you can, I won't do it, but you can lift them up and you can bring them back out the way so you can speak. These ones, I don't know whether I've set them up wrong, but they don't seem to be able to pop out or anything. It's simple pull back and that's it. So I will be looking into maybe changing those arc rails at a later date. They do the job, so there's no need to change them, but we'll just see how we get on. If they bug me, then I will switch them out for maybe some more expensive versions that have got more gadgets and gizmos. But until that really becomes a factor, I'm going to keep with these ones. They're only £15, so it's not too bad. The cables for the GoPro are running through the helmet cover on the other side. which is going to house my battery pack. I haven't got a battery pack at the moment. Well, I do, I just can't find it. If I lift this helmet cover up here, as you can see there, I've got this other pouch here which velcros on, so you can stick it on, and there again you can see that it does not attach all the way to the bottom. This pouch does hide that fact, so that's kind of a good thing in a way. So it's one thing to note, is it really doesn't come all the way down to the bottom. If you've got patches or something to cover up, then maybe it might be alright, or maybe I'm just being picky. But yeah, so the battery pack will sit in here as a counterweight, and then you'll be fine to run a GoPro pretty much all day. So yeah, and then also on the underside, if I can release it, on the underside here, you can see those are the grey pads there that didn't obviously cost me an arm and a leg, which was great. So so yeah, I've kept the original front piece, as you can see here. So this is the original piece. Being that it is the ballistic version, and it was the version with this dial at the back, I've had it dialed all the way in. I've got a very big head, and I've dialed this all the way tight, and it's perfect. It doesn't need to be loosened out. So anybody else with a bigger head than me, you're gonna have loads and loads of room. You can loosen this way out. It goes right the way out and all the way in, so that's pretty good as well. Some people have moaned that these things do not work out of the box. Mine did, so credit to FMA. Some people have been slagging them off, saying that they don't work or like out of the box. Mine did, so I might just be one in a million, but mine worked perfectly fine. As you can see again here, the thickness of the helmet, you can tell how good these helmets are from the build quality, and there is a slight bit of speckle as well when you get them out of the box, which I quite like. I think it gives it a realistic look. So I've took this off there now, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it one-handed. I'm going to put this there for now, so I can do the next part. I've just cut a hole in this GoPro mount, as you can see here. There's a drilled hole there and a drilled hole there, and that allows the cable to pass through. I'll put a bit of blue tack on there for now, just to see how that works. And then yeah, the only other thing obviously on here, the reason why I chose this is because I run night vision, which I will be in the future anyway, properly. I've done it once at another game with a skull crusher, and it was not very fun. It did work, but it's not as comfortable as running it with a helmet, as far as I know. So this is why I've done this. The shroud here is metal. It doesn't have the emblem on that people keep going on about. I can't remember what the emblem was called now, but it is a gold coloured metal, so that's quite good. At least I know that we're going to have a decent retention system, so I'm quite happy with that. And also you get these bungees here that you can attach to the mounting system. I'm going to be doing this step by step as a budget build, so my other videos are towards a budget build. So when it comes to the next part, I'm going to be getting a Rhino mount, the cheap Rhino mounts, the one that's rated for my night vision. So it actually does have my night vision, the Pulsar. It's got its name in the brand, so hopefully it should work, and we should get a decent retention system for not so much money. And we'll see how it goes. It is only for Airsoft, so I've not got to worry too much, and we'll see how that gets on. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed really with the FMA helmet. I'm not too impressed with the cover, as you guys probably know, but we'll go from there. We'll see how it gets on. I'll run it at a game as well, get some footage for you guys, so you get to see how I play. And it'll be another part to this channel where we'll be able to get some gameplay going as well. I've also talked to a friend of mine that's doing some music, and he's agreed to send some music across to me to be able to do some gameplay videos, which will be awesome. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to shoot. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I've got another video coming up pretty soon as well. It's going to show some more footage of my night vision goggles that I've got. Well, it's the monocular actually that I've got outside in the darkness, so you get to see what that's all about anyway. So anyway, like, subscribe, guys, keep a lookout for the channel, and we'll see you very soon. Bye for now.